Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Adila Nuramalia Soliha. In this video, I would like to talk about the manner in Islam to be a good neighbor. So, humans are social beings. They might live as individuals, but of course, they always need other people help in their life. That's why they have to have a good relationship with them, especially with the neighbor. Do you have a neighbor? And are you have a good relationship with your neighbor? So Islam really explain and emphasize to Muslim and not Muslim to be kind to the neighbor. There are some manners of neighbors in Islam followed by Quran and Hadith, and it has to be applied in our daily life. Let's see the explanation. Number one, be kind and respect as neighbor. As a Muslim, we have to good act to our neighbor, even our attitude or our words. Even as Muslims have to good attitude too to the non-Muslim neighbor. Uh, and as a Muslim, an individual, we have to respect to the difference between us and our neighbor. Allah ordered it in the Quran in Surah An-Nisa verse 36, worship Allah and don't associate Him with anything, and be kind to parents, close relatives, orphans, poor people, near neighbor, and far neighbor. The second, treat neighbor like family. The Prophet Muhammad is the best role model of being good to neighbor. He repeated himself 3 times that stating that a person has a deep lack of faith if their neighbor fears evil from the person. In the other words, one must not be bad to his neighbor, and his neighbor should have no fear of any harm coming to him. Number 3, visit them if they get illness and give them food if we have more. So when our neighbor get illness, we have to always support them. We visit them by to support and prayer them. Or you can bring food or their favorite food for support them. On the other hand, when we have the neighbors who the house are nearest to us, it's better give them food often. Like example, when you make a soup or vegetable, you have to add more water to share your neighbor. The Prophet Muhammad said to Abu Zar radiallahu anhu, "Oh Abu Zar, if you cook vegetable, then add more water and give to your neighbor." From Hadith Muslim. Number 4, avoid the problem with the neighbor. Of course, when you have a neighbor, I think you always have a problem like perhaps you don't like her attitude or others. But when they disturb you or vice versa, you have to be kind. You have to forgive them, and you have to be patient when you disturbed by them. Like example, when don't turn up the television sound because it perhaps disturb our neighbors. So we have to pay attention what they like and what they not. And the Prophet Muhammad said that who disturbed by their neighbor and be patient until the death, so they are one of the group who are loved by Allah. So we have to be patient and we will get love from Allah. Number 5, fulfill the rights of neighbor. So in a hadith, Prophet Muhammad said, only a few people who are blessed by God's mercy fulfill the rights of neighbors. If we want to loved by Allah, we have to fulfill the right of neighbors. So what are the rights of the neighbor? There are first to greet and ask our neighbor. Number 2, to visit them when they get illness and comfort them when they get a disaster. Number 3, to forgive them and guide them when they were wrong. Number 4, to allow our guests from their female household and don't bother the neighbor. Number 5, to condole them when any of their relatives pass away. So, in conclusion, all the matters of neighbor is done to get the warm and closer relationship with people. Because why? When we are close to other, it means that we create and keep the peace. Life in peace is hope of all mankind. And of course, Islam really love peace and they always teach us about the peace. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.